It is the Entertainment for One podcast. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, let me tell you, you're doing yourself a disservice by not subscribing to the channel right here. It only takes 1 second, so go ahead and click that subscribe button so you could catch up on all of my past videos. You can watch them and you can watch all of the new content that I provide for you. There was 8 teenage girls, and bear with me as I go through this and dissect this and break this down, but 8 teenage girls was charged. They were charged with second-degree murder after a man was fatally stabbed in the downtown streets of Toronto. Peep this, as young as 13 years old have been charged in connection with they're calling it a swarming attack in the streets of downtown Toronto. Toronto police said that it happened in the area of York and University Avenue, roughly around 12:17 a.m. in the morning. The victim was a 59-year-old man. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. 8 young girls they allegedly assaulted and stabbed the victim. They were arrested nearby, so they're in custody. The girls cannot be identified under the terms of the Youth Criminal Justice Act, and that basically means that since these are pretty much minors, and some of them are young as 13, they just can't release their identity to the public. Some of them are 13, 14 years old, and 2 of them are 16 years old. So these are preteens and teenagers, early teenagers and teenagers. It's crazy. But what happened was and I know you asking yourself, because when I first read this, I was like, how in the world did this happen? Detective Sergeant Terry Brown of the Toronto Police Department, he said that the individuals met each other through social media. Detective Sergeant said that we do not know how or why they met that evening and why the destination was in downtown Toronto. Listen, let's just call it for what it is. He probably met them on social media. This is all pure speculation right here, but this comes with a disclaimer. He thought that he was going to probably, get him, a little bit of action. You know what I'm saying? To put it nicely, he thought he was going, little swing, get a little episode for the night, and he walked into a trap. He was a victim. But this is, you really got to be careful when you out here. You just don't know. That's why it's good if you are going to go that route and that avenue of trying to link up and meet people through via social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, dating apps. Just make sure you do your homework. Make sure, you get to know that person somewhat. I'm not saying that you have to talk to that person for a month, but at least make sure that, we all have a navigational system inside of us that tells if something is right or if it's wrong. So just use that discretion, because you don't want to end up like the unfortunate victim that lost his life to these 8 girls. And it's unfortunate because the youth has been wild. They've gone wild, and they're going through drastic measures to prove a point. Like, I don't understand what was the point of killing this man. I guess he was more or less a type of person, they said in the article, he was pretty much was in like a homeless shelter. I don't understand how, since he was living or visiting homeless shelters, how he had the means of going on social media, linking up with someone, posting a profile picture and posting a whole page on a dating app or on Facebook or Instagram, just to link up with somebody. If you're going in and out of shelters, you need to get your life together before you start doing that. At least not live in a shelter, be a little bit stable. But the whole situation just sounds real murky, real suspect, and real crazy. But leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And that was actually the 68th homicide of the year, as we get ready to close out this year, 2022 in Toronto, which is, for a huge city like that, that's not a bad number, but still 68 is way too many. That's one too many, shall I say. But leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation. And I will talk to y'all later. It's the E for One podcast. Peace.